All right. Time now is 11:38 a.m. in the morning on September 20th, 19th. Yeah, it's a Monday. And I'm going to go to college today. I'm gonna go to college, biology 3. Hopefully, whatever lab, whatever exam, whatever exercise I have to deal with, I will deal with it impressively. Um, I texted Pepper last night and she didn't respond at all. Which is, I wouldn't say weird because she's done that, but she hasn't done that in a while. And I'm beginning to think that maybe it's because Pepper saw my latest college update video. I am so lucky, all according to plan. And she realized that I'm fucking insane. So she wants to distance herself from me. I know I'm being really paranoid right now, but that could be the case. And if that's the case, then YouTube has fucked me. The time now is 12:51. So I think it's fair to say that my morning is ruined. Because now I'm so paranoid that Pepper have watched my videos and realized how much I've talked shit about her, whether it be during late April and May when I was like really sad that she hates me and stuff like that, or in the summer when she ignored me and I sort of stopped caring about her. I want to speak less about other people, but third of all, I want to do less of these vlogs in general because it's really unhealthy, and I just keep thinking about what sort of person I am. I'm like the annoying guy who films everything. All right, so time now is 7:01 p.m. I just came back home. I'm still in my street clothes. I'm gonna wait for maybe about 15 minutes and then I'm gonna start cooking my dinner. At around 2:30, I left the apartment and I looked at my phone and I realized the bus is coming. Otherwise, I would have to wait for 20 minutes. So I immediately ran down. I ran super fast and I went to the bus stop and guess what? The bus disappeared. It didn't even show up. So I walked for about 10 minutes, took the second bus to the campus, and then I had my biology 3 class, which is just okay. Today's class is very boring because the lab is really simple. It's basically us messing with enzymes, and we aced it. I aced it. These little Quizlets thing, they're so freaking easy. Everything in the class discussed so far is super easy, like cell structure and enzymes. Like, I know all of that shit already. Of course, there are still discrepancies, there are still differences between my biology education in Hong Kong and the biology education here in this college, but this is still very freaking easy for the most part. Now that I know she found out about my YouTube channel, I'm just so afraid. And even if she's ignoring me just because of something else, like not because of my YouTube channel, at some point she'll find out, right? So at some point I'll have to come clean to her. At some point I'll have to come clean to my family. And it's so stupid too. This isn't some huge secret, like I'm in the LGBTQ community the whole time, or anything like that, or I don't know. This is just a small secret. This isn't supposed to be a secret. Having a YouTube channel is a very normal thing, but yet I'm so fucking embarrassed because the personality I display here is so different from the personality I display in normal everyday life. Not real personality, but I show a lot here, and I don't talk in real life. No, there's still. I don't think I'm overthinking. I'm just being overly cautious, because there is still very much a possibility that Peppers found my YouTube channel and watched that vlog. So nerve-wracking, man. It's so fucking nerve-wracking. And this isn't just about Peppers. It's about the people around, the people around me. Again, I'm at 1.1k subs now, and more people will find out. And I have to come clean with everyone I know, but also B, I have to stop. And I am already planning to stop anytime. I'll be taking big breaks. Towards the final exam in December, I'll be taking a huge break. I digress. But yeah, the anxiety, I will probably not text Pepper tonight, and I will find out the truth next Wednesday. And I feel like I should stop talking about her, but how should I say this? What if she sees this too, you know? It's like right now my bedroom is sacred until it's not. Not real my bedroom, more like my phone. But I do this in my bedroom, you know? Alright, time now is 8:52 p.m. Just had dinner. Codfish. I always film at the best moments. I don't know, this anxiety lingers on. I really hope that Pepper's ignoring me just because she's busy. Just because she forgot to reply. I think time now is 12:36 after midnight. Whew. Pepper has responded to me on WhatsApp. Thank God. Right now, I'm not even thinking about, oh, what should I say next to her. I'm just happy she replied. It still doesn't mean anything. Maybe she still knows and she still watched my vlogs. But also, yeah, just saves time. I don't know. Okay, so maybe I won't, because I will go back to Hong Kong, and maybe I'll go to Japan to travel in December. So maybe I won't stop. Maybe I'll wean myself from vlogging. So again, I'll do challenges. And then maybe in October and November and December, I'll do it way less frequently because I'm weaning myself from vlogging. Alright, time now is 11:18 a.m. in the morning on September 20th. I woke up kind of because Cindy's noise. She's playing a clip on her phone or her laptop where she's like, guys, I'm in Paris, woo! On repeat. And that was at 10:50. But I'm not mad at her or anything, because with or without her, I'm going to wake up at around the same time anyways. I'm also going to do a Black Skirts album review, and then I'm going to leave to college to film history class, and then I'm going to go to Target. And I've decided that buying a mop myself is probably the best bet. Because if I borrow my roommate's mop, then, you know, my room is going to be as dirty as the outside, and by that I mean outside my bedroom in the apartment. I don't know what's happening outside. But yeah, that's all for today. I'm glad the whole issue is resolved last night. Pepper isn't mad at me, or at least it seems. Holy shit, there's a fly here. I didn't know that. I thought the fly flew away. But there's still one in this room. Fuck. Well, anyways, I already let one fly out the door. Okay. Jesus Christ! There's another fly on my fucking banana. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. There's so many fucking flies. Am I gonna eat it? No! No! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Well, that's great. My banana's fucking ruined. Shit! Shit! shit. Let me fucking eat breakfast. I couldn't eat it this morning because there are cleaners here, and now I can fucking eat it. I only have 1 hour of time before I fucking leave, and then there are fucking free fly. Okay. How do we even fucking eat this now? Fuck. I was gonna say first time in the USA banana eating. Well, I'll eat it anyways because why the fuck not? I'm honestly feeling dizzy now because I've screamed so much. Fuck me in the pussy. Let's eat some infested bananas. Alright, I'm in Target. There's a real long line. Mops. Huh. What should I do? Alright, time now is 8:51 p.m. Let's wrap it up today. Just finished dinner, 350 milliliters of rice, chicken breast, and spinach salad. Also a bit of the pork bits and the cabbage that I ate for lunch but left over. Let's talk about today. 2 gigantic flies that came through the vent. I heard buzzing noises in the vent, and I was just standing there. I was standing exactly like right here, right here, right in front of my bathroom, and I heard, buzzing noises, and I'm like, it's got to be the vent. And then I look down, and I see a fucking fly. So I immediately ran out. I panicked, and I didn't know what to do. I thought it's gone, but it's still here. So at the end, it somehow flew out of my room, and I opened the front door, and it flew out. And again, it's not the first time I've done this, so there's that. But yeah, Californian air conditioning systems are truly awful. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I went to film history class. It's quite nice, Today we watched Un Chien Andalou as well as Umberto D. I ran into Christian and he's like, "What's up, Enoch?" And then he went to a Film 21 class, and I saw the professor who I've also taken Film 20 with a year and a half ago. Alright. I came back home, cooked dinner, eat it, and my roommate Cindy's here, and I finally, after a whole month, talked to her about the issue, the aircon issue. Before that, I told her about the whole security camera thing because she had 2 security cameras in front of the door. One of them disappeared for some reason, like somebody stole it maybe. Alright, an interesting development of events. Remember the Hong Kong girl who DM'd me on Discord a couple of weeks ago? Okay, keep that in mind. I just saw JT's Instagram story. She hung out with the girl. And I got curious. I'm like, oh, so now this Hong Kong girl is also following JT. Turns out this girl is following JT and JT followed her back. But also, Potter followed her, but she didn't follow back. Okay, right now I'm gonna try some jelly beans. I've had jelly beans before, but it's been years. Okay, so jelly bean, 40 flavors. Jelly Belly. Isn't this Jelly Bean? Have they changed the brand name or is this something else? I don't know. Okay, so 110 calories per serving. And it's 9 servings, 27 pieces. 1 serving is 27. Holy shit. I'm not gonna go that far. Wow, alright. So 40 flavors. Let's see which one I end up with. Let's set it. Frick. Just do it right here. All right. Okay. probably can't really see it, but fuck, hold on. A lot better. Okay, sort of like a potato. This is a caramel corn flavor. All right. How am I gonna do this? Indeed. All right. Time now is 8:14 a.m. in the morning on September 21st. Yeah. So uh I slept from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. So that's 5 hours, but I didn't immediately fall asleep. Well, 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 would you look at that? But anyways, time now it is 6:12 and ooh, what a day. I'm gonna try my best to keep it in 20 minutes, but it's going to be tough. Whew, as you all know, every Film 32 class is an interesting class. I surprisingly enjoy this a little more than the one in the Taipei airport. Honestly, today isn't that eventful or anything, but it was nice. Nothing bad happened. So again, I went to Film 32. I was a bit early. Part 1 is we review what we did last week, which is the shoot. We had to recreate a scene from The Cutting Edge, and the professor talked about how well we did, some of the mistakes we did in terms of camera, lighting, the editing as well. Aoba is the editor. She finished the whole editing process. She's really fast. And the editing is actually not bad. And as we move along, Film 32, it's going to get more and more complicated. So we're on our second project. Out of 6, it's going to get more and more. So the first project we did, The Cutting Edge, last Wednesday, that's relatively easy because it's all dialogue, simple office set, nothing too fancy. But the script we're doing for next Wednesday is twice as long, and we need to turn an interior, our studio, into exterior. We need to make it look like it's outside, which is very tough. So I'm not picking art department this time, but a lot of people signed up for art department this time. So I gave it some thought and I wanted to do grip, either grip or gaffer, because I want to get hands-on experience. And they seem fun, but they also doesn't seem like too heavy of a responsibility, so I ended up with key grip. And yeah, Aoba went with first AC. Pepper went with second AD, which we haven't had last Wednesday. Eric went with gaffer, so he and I were grip and electric, basically, just the two of us. Christian went for boom operator. But yeah, lunch break, 12:30 to 1:30. We Pepper found this cafe called I forgot what it's called, a Bergamo, and we walked all the way over there. It's about a 7-minute walk, and we ordered a sandwich, and it's actually not bad. It's actually cheap and not bad. I ordered a lean beef and avocado sandwich. Pepper ordered the same. Christian ordered chipotle sandwich, something like that. And it's actually not bad, and we had time to finish it all, and it was nice. So yeah, of course, a couple days ago, I was really worried that Pepper's secretly mad at me because she ignored my text. I did consider that maybe I have overthink things. Like maybe Pepper's not mad at me. She's just too busy to respond. And as it turns out, she's not mad at me at all. She's really nice to me today. Like, I've never seen her this nice to me before. And I think that's definitely because I've known her since February, and we've come to a point where we're just really like friends, you know. I think at this point you can call us friends, I think. Um and yeah. I and Pepper talked about Jorge, and Pepper revealed to me that Jorge is gay. And when I hung out with Kevin in June, I told Pepper about Kevin. I told Pepper that, oh, I hung out with Kevin back in June. Um, Kevin told me how feminine Jorge is, but I guess Kevin never told me that Jorge is gay. Maybe Kevin doesn't know. But I actually set the name Kevin to Pepper. His real name is not Kevin. Um, and Pepper's like, oh, Jorge is gay. And I'm like, oh. Um, yeah. And also, interesting note, last weekend, one of the reasons why Pepper didn't respond to me was because she's busy. And that's because she went to Japan Film Festival with Aoba, which is good, I guess. I don't know why, but like, I don't know. I guess I'm just happy for her that she has a social life, even though usually I'm envious. Like, usually when people around me have social lives, I'm like, bro, why do you get to have so many friends and I don't? I feel like a loser. I hate myself. But in this case, it's actually kind of nice. And then I and Pepper and Eric walked to a bus stop, and then I and Pepper left. And we didn't get to sit next to each other on the bus, but we sat. Pepper sat in front of me. I sat at the back, and we got off the stop, and then we walked on the street, and we went to a boba store, and or bubble tea, really. And Pepper's like, I'm not feeling good today, like not in a very great mood. I'm gonna buy myself some bubble tea. And I'm like, and I told Pepper how I plan all my meal plans and how I don't randomly buy drinks out of nowhere. But I said I don't I want to be like you. You know, I want to stop going by the rules. I want to be less organized. And then Pepper's like, I want to be more organized. So at the end, I'm like, okay, fine. And then Pepper's like, just go ahead. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I bought it, six point something dollars. It's nice actually. And Pepper's like, haha, you know, a couple days ago I also ordered. um, but yeah, I and Pepper talked a lot after we went off the bus. Again, another moment where it's just me and Pepper, and we just speak in Cantonese, and it's actually really nice. So again, I talked to Pepper before boarding the bus. I talked to Pepper about, oh, you went with Aoba in the Japan Film Festival, and she's like, yeah. And she asked me why didn't I also say yes to Aoba when Aoba made the Instagram story about the Japan Film Festival thing. And I said, well, I can't just, you know, DM her. It's weird. And she's like, it's not weird. Why are you so awkward? Yeah, Pepper just wears a lot of makeup, and not a lot, but the more I learn about Pepper, the more I realize like I don't know, she really cares about how she looks, and she's like, you know, the I don't know what I'm doing type of girl. But anyways, and yeah, Pepper also talked about how the Chinese boss lady has assigned Pepper 4 shifts next week. Which is insane because the Chinese boss lady is not hiring me at all because she probably hates me and she probably thinks I'm a really slow worker. So that's kind of sad. We also talked about wealth, because studying film is really expensive, and it's like back in secondary school, how after school ends, I would stick around. Sometimes I would stick around with Natalie. Sometimes I would stick around with Nick. And sometimes Natalie or whoever I stuck around with would be like, oh, you know what? Let's buy a drink. Nick would do that too. 85 degrees. You know, just 2 streets away, boom, 85 degrees. And I wouldn't plan to buy one, but if Nick buys one, I'm gonna buy one because why not? And today's bubble tea meetup with Pepper, bubble tea hangout with Pepper, sort of feels like that. So for the sake of nostalgia, I'm doing it.
Is O of N, and fast select will find the kth element. But I guess right now we're not looking for the kth element, right? Go to the question.
I'm not trying to understand what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say, why won't we use fast select there?
Because you're trying to find an index. It just makes sense to do binary search.
Oh, finding an index.
Like you're not looking for a specific you're not looking for a specific element, you're looking for
Right.
the position of an element.
Right. Binary search.
But yeah, overall today's actually not bad. I actually left today with a sweet taste in my mouth. I think today's not bad. It really isn't. I wouldn't say it's great, but I would say it's not bad. I had dinner. I cooked corn for the first time. I didn't really know how to do it. I texted my mom and asked her how to do it. And my mom told me to just boil it. So I boiled the corn for a long time. I don't know how long is good enough, but I just sort of guessed. And then I wanted to cook it because boiled corn just doesn't seem great. So I put in the pan, added a bit of oil, and added some salt and pepper and garlic powder, and some corn bits start to pop. But so far, the first month of round 2 has been quite eventful. Not the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks flew by, but then, like, so much stuff happened lately. And it's nothing that interesting either. It's just the same thing. It's just college. Right? Nothing outside of college is happening. Really. So I don't know. But yeah, what can I say? I hope that even though I and Pepper and others, I've become more close to them, it's still nowhere near the level of like being in secondary school kind of close. Like so close that I can joke around, dick around, and play around and it'll still be fine. Alright, time now is 11:45. Oh my god, my hair looks terrible. 11:45 a.m. Had a pretty good sleep. I love having a roommate. Or more like this roommate. And I just couldn't handle it, so I just went outside and told her, like, can you please make it quieter? And she's like, sure, okay. I think she got spooked because I came out of nowhere. And that's true. Of course I came out of nowhere. I was fucking sleeping. And she turned down the song and made it quieter, but I could still hear it. And so I just waited until the music awesome party session can end so that I can finally sleep. And it did at around, I don't even know, 11 maybe. I fell back asleep. And I wanted to do a bit of a follow-up on yesterday. Pepper telling me that she has 4 shifts in the well next week instead of the Chinese boss lady, letting me work. I think the Chinese boss lady hates me because, of course, in the first few shifts I was slow. At working at the well, and I think partially it's because I'm new, but also it's because I was having a terrible time. All right. Time now is 9:47 p.m. Let's wrap it up. Today. So, I don't know what's wrong with me lately, but I swear I haven't looked this bad since 2018. Oh no, nothing happened today. Nothing important happened today. I stayed at home all day, just moseying around. I didn't do any homework. Um, I don't know. I had dinner. Cindy brought another guy home, to this apartment, really. A French speaking guy. I didn't get to see him, but I waited for him to leave until I go out there and start cooking dinner. But I'm glad it's over soon. Uh, it's still very much true that one of the reasons why Pepper's just so, like, has so many followers and friends is because she's constantly, like, saying yes to everything. So, just now, the HKOS, um, the HKOS Telegram team, group chat on Telegram, Hong asked if anyone's free this Saturday to take photos, for a screening for, this, Far Far Away movie, which is a romance film that came out this year from Hong Kong, which I've been trying not to watch because again, I want to avoid romance films. So Hong asked this, and Pepper said yes. Yeah, so even though I want to avoid romance movies, I do low key want to watch more Hong Kong movies from this year, and I also want to get back in touch with the HKOS people after the insanely amazing gathering we had, a few months ago in June, in mid June, which is still the best day of the year for me. Like, I wish there was more of a follow up, so maybe I'll say yes too. I don't know if he needs two people or not. Maybe I'll say yes, and then Hong would say, "Oh, you know what? We only need one person. You can stay home." I have yet to, text, Christian's friend who got into UCLA. I'll do that tonight. Another thing is, for the church people, one of the pastors, the guy who played the main character in my last short film, his dad is the pastor of the church, and he's asking for help to set up some chairs at the gym, um, or the basketball court of the church. And that thing is there because the church building used to be a school or something, but now it's repurposed to some other stuff. And so Jonah said yes, the glasses guy said yes, and the church teacher asked me if I want to do that as well. And I've been thinking, but you know what? There's no harm. And I don't want to feel like a traitor. I don't want to feel like an imposter. I want to involve more with the church stuff, but I also don't want to actually. It's hard to be noticed in this industry. Even harder in LA. It's hard to get into film school. It's hard to make it out there. It's hard to survive. I've been thinking about money lately because, again, the Chinese boss lady fucking secretly hates me or something. I can't go back to the well. Pepper has 4 shifts, $15 per hour, and I'm not receiving money, and I'm wasting hundreds of dollars in Ralph's and Nijia Market every single week because I don't want to fucking starve to death and lose 10 pounds a month and then develop scurvy and rickets because I want to fucking survive, because my metabolism is too fast, because I don't want to die, and I need money, and I'm going to film school. I'm studying film in one of the most expensive cities in the world, LA. Earlier today, I watched a YouTube video where where this guy was on the UCLA campus interviewing students, like, how much do you have in debt? How much do you have in student loans? And they're all like, oh yeah, we got debt. Me, an international student whose family is already not that rich or anything, I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to sleep on the freaking streets. My parents are going to sell our apartment just for me. And that fucking hurts. And yeah, my dream right now is to grow up and become a successful filmmaker and earn money to give them back to my parents again. But that's like a 0.0001% chance. What should we do? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm saving money by skipping breakfast and skipping lunch. If I do that shit, I'm gonna lose 25 pounds in a month. I'm gonna look like Christian Bale in The Machinist. And I'm gonna be a skeleton. Before I could graduate school, I would already die. I don't wanna die, okay? I know I'm making a huge fuss out of this right now. Like, I still have, I still own shit right now, I still have money, but I'm already envisioning myself literally fucking dying. Just not in a very great mood, honestly. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, what's wrong with my face? Why am I so fucking ugly? Why am I so skinny? I worked out some this morning. I actually did some push-ups and sit-ups. Is that not enough? Alright, so I have here Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake ice cream. Just scrape some off of the cover. Alright. Looking forward to this. Interesting. So it tastes pretty much like a strawberry ice cream, but it does have a slight tinge of cheesecake flavor at the very end, like an aftertaste. Alright, time now is 12:42 afternoon on September 23rd. Yes, I guessed the date right. Cindy turned on the aircon, surprisingly, so I went to check the aircon to see the temperature. She bumped the temperature up to 80 fucking Fahrenheit. That's not an air conditioning, man. That's a heater. That's even hotter than the outside temperature. The outside was probably around 21 degrees Celsius. 80 Fahrenheit is 26.7 Celsius. That's insane. Might as well turn it off. Regarding the whole whether I want to help HKOS or not this Saturday, I said yes. And then Hong privately messaged me this morning asking me if I know how to get there. I don't. So I'm gonna take an Uber probably. Before saying yes in the group chat though, I talked to Pepper about, should I go? And Pepper's like, yeah, you should totally go, with multiple O's. And, just, we can share the Uber fee and, So, yeah, essentially there's that. I did some research last night on the new dates. So that if you go to UCLA Film School application dates, they have updated the website. Right now, instead of 2021 to 2022, right now it's 2022 to 2023. The game is fucking on, baby. The battle is on. The war is on. But yeah, still stressful because of the college loans and stuff. I don't want to think about the well too much. I'll wait around and see if the Chinese boss lady does want to rehire me or not. I don't think she will ever rehire me again. If not, then let me gather my shit. I'm going to focus on internship first. And after I know about the internship stuff, then I will consider looking for a new well. Alright, time now is 7:57. Finally got back home. Here's what I got. Red velvet cake, surprisingly not smashed. It's intact. Peanut butter cookies. I believe I haven't tried it before. Eggs, because I finished it today. Small potatoes. Yes. That's it. Okay, right here. 2 tomatoes. Bunch of green beans. Salsa ranch salad kit. Shredded cheese. Okay, for meats, I got pork chop. I got, I've never tried this before, but pork belly, seasoned. Oh my god, hype. Okay, Indian food, frozen, Amy's Kitchen, and then beef, because I don't want to just have pork. So, and then also toilet paper. That's it. Holy shit. I almost panicked because I was like, hold on. This is not right. Hold on. Where are the drinks? I bought drinks. Ta-da! Ginger ale. I was gonna buy strawberry Pepsi, but next time. Yeah, that's it. Nothing important happened today. Other than the script writing club meeting before I left to Ralph's, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit. Holy shit! This is the worst script writing club meeting. In fact, the worst Zoom meeting I've ever attended in my life. This has got to be the absolute worst. This is a disaster on all fronts. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's so bad. So, right off the bat, not a lot of people joined. The film club Zoom meeting yesterday, which I didn't join, but according to Thomas, 27 people showed up. Today for script writing club, only 9 people showed up. And Thomas immediately called me, right? So we didn't do any planning. We didn't plan how is today's meeting gonna come down. I asked him about it, and Thomas was like, you know what? Today we're gonna do it freestyle. We're gonna free flow. We're not gonna use a PowerPoint because PowerPoints are boring. They're like lectures. So I'm just gonna freestyle. We're gonna look at a script, and then we're gonna look at a scene that the script is adapted into, and then we're gonna do some comparisons, and then that's it, you know. And so right off the bat, Thomas called me. It was 5:16 or 5:17, and he called me, and he's like, okay, so what should we do? Literally, the meeting has fucking begun, and she's calling me, and I'm like, I don't know, just go with the flow. We literally can't do anything now. They're literally waiting for us. And then suddenly I got moved to another room, and then suddenly everyone from that room got moved to the original room. So now I'm only with Thomas, just us two in the breakout room. And Thomas like, so Enoch, please help. This is not going well. And I'm like, yeah, of course it's not going well. Spec script, fan fiction, that's a terrible idea. So a few people actually left the Zoom meeting because some of them haven't watched Breaking Bad before. Second of all, this is stupid. This is a stupid idea. And why are we even chatting in a breakout room? This is silly. They're waiting for us right now. So I went back to the main room, and it's the freaking professor. He's being left alone. And then at that point, the professor already left. Like, his camera's still on, but he's not there. He's so bored that he just walked away. And nothing else. Internship, uni app, make more friends in college. These things go hand in hand. And then whatever the well is up to, I don't really care right now. Fitness, driver's license, not a huge deal. So simple as that. All right, time now is 11:06 a.m. in the morning on September 24th. I slept at 3:25 a.m. until 11 basically. But yeah, so today I am going to be doing something very interesting, and that is I'm going to meet up with Pepper to take an Uber ride all the way to Whittier, California, which is a place that's super far away. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Okay, I'm going to Whittier, California to attend a screening of a movie called Far, Far Away, presented by HKOS. And I'm going to help take photos, some behind the scenes photos, not really behind the scenes, like some photos of people watching the movie, and all that stuff, and I'll be able to watch the movie myself as well. I don't know how does someone think that this is okay, just blasting music and stuff. How about lunch? Like, you're probably going to be really hungry if you leave class and then directly go to Whittier and then directly do the whole thing. And she's like, oh yeah, I haven't thought of that. So this just goes to show how disorganized she is. Like, she just isn't aware, like, oh right, there's lunchtime, there's breakfast time. Meanwhile, I, on the other hand, I am so organized. I plan everything. I know when exactly to have breakfast. I know what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Peanut butter toast. I know what I'm gonna have for lunch today. Cup noodle and broccoli. Alright, what I have here with me is Fritos, which is something that I've only tried a little bit before because of Theo. But yeah, Doritos, Cheetos, and Fritos, apparently. This is my lunch. Cheers. Tastes pretty good.
You to come to the special screening of Far Far Away with No Sankala is a romantic comedy, and at the same time, this movie is going to show you why we love Hong Kong. Come join us and please. Girl, I love you so.
Alright, time now is 8:58 p.m. Let's talk about what happened today. Buckle your seatbelts because I'm gonna talk a lot again, but hopefully not as much. As promised at 1:10 p.m. ish, I went out of my apartment to see Pepper in an Uber ride. I didn't have time to eat lunch, so earlier this morning I was like, I got everything planned. I gotta eat a cup noodle with broccoli. Well, guess what? I didn't do that. I didn't have time, so I just ate a pack of Fritos, and I couldn't even finish it, so I brought that and some Pop Tarts and put that in my diagonal bag over there, and I got a bottle of water, and it just ran out. And then I waited for a while, and suddenly a guy, a tall, handsome fellow, came out of nowhere and was like, Enoch? And I looked at him and I'm like, what? Who are you? And he's like, oh, Pepper's in the car right now. The red one. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he just walked away. Who the fuck is this guy? And then I realized, oh, it's the Macanese guy that Pepper met in film 50. Comfortable enough around Pepper to not, be too worried about what am I going to say next. So I saw Pepper and I just basically dumped her with all the information, like, oh, all the information about uni application and transfer and stuff like that. And all the I texted the Christian's friend and blah 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 blah. And he's like, oh wow, yeah. And then she's like, okay, let me 沉淀一下, which means sediment, aka let these thoughts, I'm gonna need to digest these thoughts. So she stopped talking and she looked at the window, and I also stopped talking, and it wasn't awkward. It was just us stopped talking, and she fell asleep. So we went into it, and boom, there's a Hong Konger. There was a woman in front, and was like, "Your tickets?" And we didn't have tickets, and the Hong Kong woman was like, "No, they're with us." Um, Pepper was like, "We're Hong Kong on screen," and the woman's like, "Oh, they're with us." So that woman turns out is the freaking founder of the organization, the founder of HKOS herself. And we walked into the outside of the house in the cinema, outside of the theater, and we saw Hong, the co-founder. And so he's like, "Hey, Enoch, Pepper," and then he gave us two Sony cameras. One is A7C, and the other is A6600, and there is 24 to 70 zoom lens, and then there is 12 to 24 zoom lens. And I was like, "Ooh, wide shot!" So I got the wide lens, and I, even though I love filmmaking and stuff like that, I'm not experienced enough to know exactly how everything works in a Sony camera. But it was chill. I wasn't really stressed out about this at all. Maybe it's because I've already done this a few times with my mom. Like, my mom's company also does concerts and does film stuff, and I take photos for the behind the scenes. So I'm okay with this stuff. And it's awesome to see so many Hong Kongers grouped together. There was even an old couple, and they live all the way in Torrance. And they drove all the way from Torrance to Whittier just to watch a movie, just to support our HKOS organization. And then the movie started, and I and Pepper, we sat down together, and we watched the movie. We watched the whole thing, and honestly, it's not good. It's a rom-com, and rom-com's probably my least favorite genre ever. And I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was boring, and the writing is weak as hell, and it's not great. But there were a lot of moments, like a lot of funny moments, and I laughed at some of them, but some of them I'm just like, it's not funny. And Pepper's like, Pepper's sitting right to my right, and Pepper's like, and I'm just like, ugh. But anyways, movie ends, we took out our cameras again, snapped more photos, and then lo and behold, at around 5:07 p.m. we left. And Hong was like, "We would love to have you over. We would love to invite you two for dinner with us, but unfortunately, we have a meeting with an internal meeting with the main people who run HKOS. So you two, you guys can go. You can walk around in this place." So afterwards, I think this is the most hilarious moment of the day, the most hilarious moment, because the rom-com movie we just watched is Far Far Away, which is a movie about the main character, a dude who's kind of shy and socially awkward, dating a bunch of girls, but they live far, far away. And so the guy and the girl would go to places super far away, and they would just sort of explore the corners of Hong Kong. And then it almost mirrors like my and Pepper's story, except we're not on a date. Come on. And I and Pepper, we've never been to this city before, this Whittier. We never planned to come here anyways. I don't know anything about it. I haven't done any prior research on what this place is, so we just walked around. And Pepper's like, you're not in a hurry, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And Pepper's like, yeah, me neither. Let's just walk around and see this place. Who knows when will be the next time we get to the city anyways. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we just walked. We started walking down the avenue. We went into a vinyl store, and then we went to another store, and then we just walked around. We went to a park, like a playground, and then we went to some residential area. And while we walked, we talked. And we talked about several things, and I'm happy. I'm able to talk to Pepper, just the two of us, in Cantonese without interruption in English. I don't know, just throughout the day, I've been trying to convince myself that there's still something interesting about Pepper. Because, like I said last time, and I don't want to sound like a very critical asshole right now, but I don't want this to all. I don't want Pepper to be all of this. I don't want all of Pepper to be this. I want to know that there's more to her. So I've been trying to dig, I've been trying to ask her a little, like, challenging questions from time to time. I asked her if she also thinks that a lot of Americans are boring. And she said, not really. Well, actually, then Pepper said, oh, maybe it's because a lot of my friends are all international students and non-Americans. Maybe that's why. Pepper said she actually went to San Francisco with a friend, but then she went to Riverside by herself. She took a train by herself to Riverside and then stayed overnight there for 3 days because she was so sad, because she was having a really rough time. Not last year, this April, mid-April. She was sort of sad, and she just wanted to just randomly go somewhere and take a rest. And that's something that I didn't expect exactly from her. I know she's a rebellious, haha, I don't know what I'm doing type girl. But this is almost like next level. Like, I would never do that. Even though I sort of did something like that before I came to LA with me going to different places around Hong Kong. But I would never go so far as to staying in those places overnight. Pepper is a very spontaneous person, and she likes to do everything spontaneously, like in a snap of a finger. She doesn't even know what to do tomorrow. She doesn't really know what to eat tonight. She doesn't know. She doesn't really care, but she wants to be more organized. And then I showed off myself to her. Because partially I want to get personal with her, and I also want to sort of, if there is more to her personality, I feel like I should show more of my personality too. So I showed her something that I showed Potter, which made Potter say, wow, you're an interesting person. And that is my Google spreadsheet, my 17-page long Google spreadsheet where I basically plan out everything. The schedule of the day, what I eat, my calorie count, everything, transfer stuff. And I didn't even show it all. And Pepper was like, wow, you're insane. You're actually insane. I've never met a person like you, in my friend circle at least. And Pepper said she wants to be more organized, and I said I want to be less organized. I want to be like Pepper, honestly. Like, not completely like her, but there are things I could learn from her. Like I said earlier today, this morning. I already said that this morning, and it just further confirms it right now. I want to learn more from her because she's spontaneous and she feels happy. I feel inhuman almost. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, on our way back home, on the Uber, Pepper played her music on her phone, and we talked about music for quite a while. We talked about My Little Airport, and Pepper has brought up my Little Airport album review. And then we talked about the Macanese guy, and Pepper said the Macanese guy is almost like her herself, like the male version of herself. And I'm like, what, really? But that's fine because, yeah, I think I'm almost the opposite of Pepper. We're both in a very similar predicament, but I'm almost the opposite of her, like personality. And she lives kind of well, actually. She's very spontaneous and disorganized, but she also gets to enjoy life, Yesterday she went to Koreatown to hang out with a friend, but it was completely spontaneous. It just happened. So yeah.